name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Ridge Technology Screens. We start the day off thanking our Lord and Savior for blessing us to see another beautiful brand new day. So right now, I've got some more updating on the website. We're going to be designing labels today. And also too, we're going to be doing some more demonstrations in this room that is displaying the 144-inch gunmetal painted directly to the wall. So right now, I'm taking the frog tape and I'm getting ready to do my edges, which I couldn't do because I didn't have any frog tape to do that part. So this is our advanced ambient light projection, 38 gunmetal. As you see, it produces amazing images. The 143-inch screen done on a $60 ultra short throw projector turned quite a lot of heads in some of the rooms we're in late last night, showing them that we were able to produce such a massive screen, a fully lit environment without any fading or deterioration to the screen. And they actually love that. Mind you, these are people who spent a lot of money for projectors at the end of the day, way more than the $60 I spent for mine. And they were able to do that. Even those who, now mind you, keep in mind, because I know we're going to get hit with these. The WeMax Valve projectors, this is not going to work for you. No way, physically, it's definitely not going to work for you. Our screen paint doesn't work with the projectors, number one. And number two, because you have that pixel shifting technology embedded into that projector, yeah, you're going to have some problems with that. Trying to expand and compress at the same time, you're going to have issues. That's why I've never seen one of these screens actually displayed on 150 inches. And there is one, it was never too pretty to begin with. But like I said, we get contact with them all the time. We have these projectors, and our screen paint, like I said, number one, is not going to work with that projector. Not going to work with it at all, period. So just so you know, from the door, it's not going to work. I have to upload pictures from Bowmaker. Bowmaker is another company that I never even heard of. And we have pictures of that from a customer that gave us permission to show them off when we added that to the website. This is another projector, does not function with our products whatsoever. So no, knockoffs won't work. Trust me. Save this up a whole lot of time. And stay away from them because they do not work. So yesterday we had the gaming projector. We were using Sony VPL FH30. That projector cost me $300. The projector over there for the portrait mode we're using over here is the Christie LW. I think it's the LW401. That projector cost me $109. The short throw projector I displayed, which is an NEC short throw projector. I'll put the model numbers in. I completely forgot. I was very tired last night. That projector cost me $140, $150. And then we have the short throw, ultra short throw projector we used in the demonstration. Also, this projector cost me $60. You can get those for around the price of under. I wouldn't pay anything more than $200 for them. And that's what I paid for that one. I forgot to put my phone on the charger last night. My gaming controller. Had that discussion with a few people, like I said, about these constant use of ultra short throw projectors. Yeah, if you're using an ultra short throw projector constant in your demonstration, I'm talking about certifieds also too, you too. What I saw a couple of days ago, freaking sad. If you're using constant ultra short throws and you have to darken the environment that dim, that projector's sitting on top of your screen. Ah, wow. I couldn't imagine anybody with a long throw. That thing's going to even pick up. That's probably the reason why we're having complications over here working with those things, because they really don't work at the end of the day. And I'm sorry they don't. So wait a minute. So what happens to this? You got okay, this doesn't make any sense. You got certain screens that don't work with ultra short throws. Dark Star 9s and certain screens don't pick up. So I guess you're making them, because you don't show enough of the long throws. I really don't see too many long throw demonstrations. Every last one that we pulled up was ultra short throw, ultra short throw, ultra short throw, ultra short throw, ultra short throw. So what about the screens that you do design that work with long throws only? How does that even work? Like I said, anybody's doing testing, especially if you're testing on an ultra short throw only, that is a complete, huge, massive fail. Never do that. Because again, like I said, your projector is sitting right up on top of your screen. You have to put some challenge in there. You have to pull your projector back. Get that distance throw going in there. My goodness. This is why. That's why they wash out so bad. That's why. All right, let me finish writing all this in. I haven't finished this. I got work to do today. I got work to take care of for customers today. So right now, I'm going to temper it because then I can expand my ultra short throw projector all the way out and I can use it. I like this screen so much, I do. I do like it. Now, like I said, if I want that 100% contrast level, I'm going to lean toward the black technology because the black technology has that capability to give me that 100% contrast level. But I'm also curious now because, like I said, when we first made this, first started doing the gunmetal, mind you, it was a little bit lighter than the 38, but now it's darker. It's a dark gunmetal. So it's already going toe to toe with the black 38 in certain levels. With contrast, 38 still producing that heavy black level. So how would it compare now that we darken the technology even a little bit darker? So we're going to be doing those test demonstrations today also too. So I'm really curious about that. This will give customers an idea of which one they want to go with, or if you want to get one of the combo mix-match packs that'll come with one of them being a 38 gunmetal and one being the 38 black. Now already I received the interesting emails already. You know I'm gonna get them. Come on, people, you know I'm gonna get them. Anytime we develop something new, we always get the haters. They get upset and angry at the end of the day. I don't know what goes on with them. But we already got them in. So anyway, it's always as usual. And they're gonna hate on this one the same as they did the 38. They're gonna go and do their fake reviews and all that stuff. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, as I said before, 1 year challenge, get it done. I don't want to hear you talking about this. I want to hear you talking about that and blah, 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 blah. Do the 1 year challenge, get it done. I was over on the forum site and even know about it over there. Heard you gave somebody a 1 year challenge. I guess we did. They know you already. They know what we gave to you. Get it done. So, you guys sit up there and talk about how our products aren't supposed to do this, that, and the other. And you guys are constantly running from light all the time. But anyway, that's neither here nor there today, people. So, man, we got so much work cut out for. We still got a 250-inch screen frame to build in the backyard. We got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. We got the joysticks out. We're going to be doing some mech games. We're going to be doing some flight simulators off here. I got the side unit over here about to pop off in a few minutes. But yeah, so I got the interesting emails already. Pretty much same old, same old. And then a lot of hate. That's basically much it. Insults, curse words, all that, usual stuff. Usual troll stuff. But then somebody made a comment, oh, you see that great, no, again, don't do that to yourself. Don't say that because we develop a gunmetal that we've realized and seen the light that gray screen paint is, no, it's not. The gunmetal technology we developed is not on your level. You have to remember that. You see those test demonstrations we did yesterday? Match them, please. Match any one of my test demonstrations I just did off my gunmetal. You don't even do those tests at all, period. Not only did we display our screen, we came in, we displayed the gunmetal at first on an ultra short throw, as I have here on the floor, my $60 ultra short throw, no 4K, no lasers, projectors, no bells and whistles, just a basic 720p outdated projector. And we did that right there. The first time we got a little glare at the top of the screen. I said, you know what, that's good because we got a chance to test it. We can go fix it, get it fixed. We know what to fix now because testing is very important. Went in, did it again at 84 inches downstairs in a max out zone, pulled up clean from top to bottom, showed angle from left to right, no problem, pulled up color, pulled up contrast, the whole 9 yards. But that wasn't enough for Mr. Bird because Mr. Bird likes to test this stuff out 100%. So we brought it upstairs and we threw it up to 143 inches. Mind you, this projector is only designed to do an 80-inch screen, so we went way beyond the resolution count. My projector is an XGA. Now, it'd be different with a WXGA or a WXGA, but it wasn't. It was basically an XGA, which means my res count is somewhere almost near to an SVGA projector, which I should have never been in the area of 143, where the projector is only designed to do an 80-inch screen. And we were able to display from one end to the next to the wall, crystal clear, in a fully lit environment. Y'all don't do demonstrations like that on your ultra short throws. That's why I told you an ultra short throw for us, it's an easy demonstration, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go way outside the box. Now, I could have easily come in here, turned out my lights, took the projector, put it on a 100-inch screen and did the demonstration from there. Oh, heck no, I'm not doing that. Let's do something different that nobody else is doing. Let's bring it up at 143 and show you what we could do with this paint at the end of the day. We're not afraid of, if it falls and fails, then we figure a way, okay, that's an area where we need to fix and rebuild. But you guys want to always look perfect all the time, so you're afraid to basically do the tests, do the demonstrations. And in the long run, it comes back to bite you in the face, but then you meet somebody like me who will test your stuff, who will ask you questions. Yep, but they don't expect that. They don't expect people to question them. I will. And about 1,000 or 80,000 or 60,000 in those forum sites, they will also question you. So that's why you better have your stuff correct. You walk in there, let's get this ceiling done. I haven't even decided what kind. We haven't had LED lights in here, but we haven't figured out what kind of LED lights we're going to do in here. I don't want any blues and greens and reds in here. I want something different. I want something settled. That's what I want. Let's get something going on this. Where's the controller right over here? Let's get something playing on this side. Get your soundboard. Soundboard is acting up today. I'm going to have to get me a new soundboard. But hold on for a minute. I think it might be a cord that's acting up. I think I can replace my cord. Let's see. Man, we got one more day, and we got Tina's by Borderlands gonna be popping up. Oh, I cannot wait. The destruction. I love Borderlands. First time I played Borderlands, they were bragging about so many guns. But they were not joking. I still haven't even found half the guns in Borderlands. I do like. Hopefully they let you allow to use the gun. That is the best gun I have ever seen in Borderlands. The best gun, the gun. That's a gun that shoots guns. And you can make so much money. There's a glitch. I don't know if they patched it or not. But there was a glitch because you can't use regular ammo for the gun. You got to use these special, I forgot the crystals, what they're called, they're purple. To actually load ammo for the gun. And they're kind of hard to get, these crystals. But there's a glitch, and I don't know if they patched it already in Borderlands, that if you go through the carnival, that carnival boss, you come out the other end, it'll take you to this little tiny, like, little house out in the middle of the desert. And over there, they spawn from the ground. So you break them up, and every time you go into the inside, drive back to the carnival, because I did a tutorial, and go back to the carnival, the giant monster, you got to take down that giant boss. Go inside, because it's dead. Nobody's in there. Go in there, go back inside. You'll have 2 vending machines in there. Go back inside, come back out again. Every time you go back in, they respawn every time. You can collect as many crystals as you want. As long as you keep doing that process back and forth, as long as they didn't patch it. So this allows you to get unlimited ammo over the gun. And as you fire off the gun, all these guns come out. You know, I do with the guns, I go back and I find the most expensive ones and I sell them back and I make my money. That's how I make my money up there. That's how I end up with millions and millions of dollars, because I was using the gun to make money. I was going back in, hitting the glitch, refueling my gun, go back, fire it off, and I would pick through them and figure out which ones cost the most money, and I would sell those back. Yep. That's how I had so much money. Like, good God, why do you have so much money? I figured out how to make money off the gun. Oh, this is 7 hours ago. They just did this one.
I'm pressing this infinite time thing.
So the whole thing about this is, like, you don't have to spend all this money for these overpriced, expensive projectors. That's why I sat there and we did that video about the projector industry. It's a freaking lie, because it is a freaking lie at the end of the day. They tell you all this nonsense, where you have to sit, what you can project, what you gotta have. It's blah, 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 blah. I'm not using any of that stuff at the end of the day. I'm not following any of the protocols that they tell you to do at the end of the day. Call one of those big companies up, tell me, just name one of the projectors we have that we're using here. I'm using that's what we got in here, we usually use all the time. Let's see. Just pick the Sony VPL FH30, one of them. Say you're using that projector. They go, oh, no, you can't use that. You can't use that. Not on this screen. You got at least have this so and so and so and so. They will coach you into buying a very expensive 4K projector. Then you get home and you hook it up and you can't figure out why it's not picking up. The image is washed out, has a little fade to it. You know, you can't have your lights on. It has to be using an ambient light controlled environment to best optimize your viewing pleasure. So you got to darken your environment for this screen that you paid $3,000 for, or $5,000. With the projector that you got to turn around and calibrate, that you spent another $3,000 for. Yeah, nonsense. But yet, Mr. Bird sits up here with his $300 Sony projector, and I'm projecting this beautiful image in a fully lit environment, got my windows open, and look out the street and all that other good stuff. Well, there you go. It's nothing wrong with the projector. Like I said, it comes down to the screen, and everything comes down to the screen. That's why I tell people, when you look at these environments, when you watch people doing these demonstrations, if they're in dark environments, if they have, and I'm sorry to say this, but it's true, if they have to get up from a chair to walk over to a screen to show you a contrast level, it's a huge, massive red flag. So let me get this straight. Every time you sit down, you're going to have to get up off your chair and walk over to the screen to see it, because if he can't see it, that means you're not going to be able to see it. People don't think when they do demonstrations. They really don't think. I saw that demonstration I told you. I'm sitting in the chair trying to figure out, why did this guy turn the lights out? I thought the lights were going to be on the whole entire time. They turned the lights out. Well, what's the purpose of having the lights in the demonstration if you're going to turn them out? That doesn't make any sense. And then at that, even worse, the white screen at certain points match the screen paint. There's supposed to be a massive difference in between. That's why we did the demonstration yesterday on 1,000 lumens, 13 feet from the screen, and a max out zone. And we took white sheets of paper and stuck it against the screen. None of those pieces of paper are supposed to match at all. Yeah. But you know, the sad thing about it is, the hobbyists, we call them the hobbyists because they don't do their jobs serious enough. The hobbyists follow the same protocol as the big companies do. Oh, if they're in a dark environment, I gotta be in a dark environment. I'm just following their protocol. No, you don't want to follow their protocol. That's why our screen paint, when we first developed in gray screen paint, got contracted so quickly. We ended up with a contract with our gray screen paint because we did the opposite of everybody else. All right. Go do the ceiling and all that stuff like that. And there's a number of things that would destroy your screen paint. Instructions. Oh my goodness. I couldn't begin to tell you how badly that would wreck your product, how fast and how quick. That's why a lot of people in Goose Screen, I don't know if Goose Screen changed how they apply their screen paints, but at one point back in the day, applying the Goose Screen, it was like you had to flip a coin. Because that was a screen that took some time to install, and now I'm pretty sure they probably updated way past it. I'm pretty sure they're not using the same method. But if it's too many instructions involved and it becomes complicated for the person itself who developed it, it's going to make mistakes, then so much more you will also too. So no, you don't want complicated instructions. You you're sitting there and you're about to put together. Anybody ever put together IKEA furniture? Then you know what I'm talking about. You ever done IKEA furniture? You know what I'm talking about. You don't know whether or not you're putting together a coffee table or you're reading the instructions to an atom smasher. You can put one of them together, you're pretty good. Most people, they basically hate putting together IKEA furniture. That's why they got that $50 or 75, I don't know what it is now. It tells you that they can come and put it together for you. I pay for that. I'm not even going through that freaking nightmare. So if you're basically putting together something and your instruction manual looks like a phone book connected to a GE book, an examination, there's no way in the world you're going to put that together. Most people just look at the box. That's what I usually do. All right, let me get this done because we got things to do. And I got a certain amount of time I can be on here now. So, whoop-de-doo, 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 whoop-de-doo. Oh, it looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. Wow. Oh, wow. What your cat calling? Apple? Never ending battle with the squirrel? With the squirrel, the ferocious squirrel? That ferocious squirrel, him, you. Yes. That's the read. That ferocious squirrel. That never-ending battle. My cat has a never-ending battle with a squirrel. Now, do I advise that? A few people asking me about having gunmetals outside. Well, like I said, before we can advise that you can take a gunmetal, it's weatherproof. It's definitely going to be weatherproof. But before we can advise that, black screens react a different way outside. They can cancel more light. So, before we come down to putting stuff on the website that's not true, we're going to get a fabric screen. We're going to paint half of that with the gunmetal technology today because I already have a fabric surface for taking outside. And that way we can do a half and half. So that way we can find out if it's going to be able to cancel out a lot of the light which is needed for outside screens. Hey, there's the guy from the Madagascar. You like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. I hate bar chairs. Put this extra piece on just in case, as a bit of a safety barrier, just in case if we make a mistake and we slip and we hit the ceiling, which we don't want to hit the ceiling. So we put another one around that side too. That's beautiful. Charlie bit my finger. Charlie. Charlie. You bit my finger. Charlie. Today we're gonna paint Taco's screen today. Taco Denario. Taco Denario. Round, 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 round. Taco, how come you don't have closable thumbs? Why is that? Why do you not have?
How do you make the impossible possible?
Oh, leap right there.
That I didn't see. But
Hey, what's up, buddy?
with different perspectives.
Trying to figure out if we did the remote control that fast.
It's not enough to just ask. You
It'd be cool, Taco, if we had posable thumbs. It'd be interesting.
To solve.
We could build so much done together building stuff.
Ask. There.
That's not your left, my left. Ooh, that's real raining. Yep. I'll tell you something. You know, I sit here and I look at what my Lord has blessed me to have. And it's amazing how you got people out there that will hate on your blessings. Oh, they'll hate on them. Yes, they will. They'll hate them. They'll be angry, upset, bitter. It's a shame you got people that in the church will sit there and praise God right along next to you, but the minute you're blessed with something, you tell them about it, they'll be angry or hate on you. That's the devil. People have to understand, you got to see the world for what it is. When you see people out there commit murder and everything else on the face of the planet, that's Satan himself showing his face. And when I see people send me angry emails, the minute we launched, the 38 came out, whoo, man, the hatred behind that one. They were upset, they were angry. But I see him as only one way, I see him as the devil. Because the devil is upset over that, he's angry with that. He can't stand it. Every time I come on the camera, I give God the glory. I won't take glory for myself, that I praise the Lord, put in his hands. He can't stand that at the end of the day. He got his workers that work for him. And I got to be careful myself, because when I lean over that edge, when I'm in that, I lock myself in and I start going downward in that spiral, all I'm doing is following the devil down into a dark hole. But then after a while, the Lord will come in and say, okay, that's enough. Back it up. Now, like I said, yeah, certain things I'm always going to say because it's true. Like I said, if I'm going in doing this, that, and the other, yeah, I can understand that. But I'm just quoting what these individuals have done. Canceled orders. Hey, that's something they did to themselves. No one told you to cancel an order. Posting crazy stuff on your website. Hell, anybody's going to ridicule on that one at the end of the day. It ain't got to be me. It could be anybody. You posted that stuff to your website, not me. And there are certain things that you do that, yeah, you have to be called out on because you're misleading people at the end of the day. And that's something people need to call you out on. And also, too, the 1 year challenge. There's nothing wrong with giving somebody a challenge at the end of the day, and they should do it. They should do it without the challenge. We do it every single day. I'm doing it right now. That's a 720p and a 1080p sitting right next to each other. $300 worth $109 right over there. You know? It's something you should be doing. But, like I said, I see it only one way. I see it as the devil upset and angry. Mad, full of hatred, because he can't get what he wants out of life. I guess you figure by your job by doing the devil's work, because you're not doing God's work at the end of the day. Can't say that you're doing God's work at the end of the day. But when you hate on another man's work at the end of the day, that just shows what you are. Now, like I said, we had no idea who these individuals were when we first started off. Like I said, they're not mentioned in any of my old videos back in digital screen paint. They just happened to pop up on our YouTube feed asking us for how our products were made. And we denied them and told them no, we're not giving you that information due to the fact that this is a product we sell at the end of the day. And they became discouraged and upset, and they've been here ever since, doing what they do best. But I find it quite interesting that the blessings that we're giving, that you guys have a very hard time competing with it. Demonstrations that we do, you do not match them. You cut corners in every possible way you could think of. And we can find all the little areas that you basically go in and hide and mislead people at the end of the day. And all I do is give you a basic, simple challenge. Mind you, sometimes when people do stuff like this, sometimes my Lord will say, you know what, give them a challenge today, give them this. It's a basic challenge. If your screen is doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm even talking about the industry too. If your screen's doing what it's supposed to be doing, you should not be using a high-end projector to boost your contrast, to boost your color. You shouldn't be using any of that at all. But they try. They go out and they say, well, he's using a 5,000 lumen projector. He's boosting the ability to lumens. I went in and dropped it at 1,000 lumens. I even did it at 1,000 lumens on a black screen. Lord woke me up and said, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to take that 1,000 lumen projector, we're going to drop it on the floor. And you're going to take that black paint and gray paint, and you're going to show them what my product is designed to do. His product is designed to do. You can't win this. You'll never win this, ever. I told you, all my technology comes from God. You will never, ever win it. Ever. No matter how many dirty demonstrations against my product you try to do. And the reason why we're saying this is because we got the gunmetal launching, and we know they're already thinking of ideas of trying to take it down. But you don't win anything. We still prosper. We still make money. Bread still ends up on my table at the end of the day. Because one thing you don't understand, that while you're doing the devil's work, I put my faith in God at the end of the day. And God does not lead his Christians down the wrong way. So long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm always going to be blessed with amazing technology. That's why you're sitting there looking at a gunmetal screen that we were blessed to develop, that has the ability to pull up in a fully lit environment with no problem whatsoever. We don't have to shut our curtains. We don't have to turn out the lights. We don't have to spend the money for expensive projectors. None of that nonsense at all. And you got people up here in the industry with $20,000, $30,000 projectors that can't even do this. You got people, we call them the hobbyists, who refuse to do it because they don't want to roll up their sleeves and they don't want to work at the end of the day. They rather do what everybody else is doing. And that's why we can project like this. This is why we can produce these beautiful images. Because, like I said, all my technology comes from God. I've done so many paint-on demonstrations, tested so many screens. At the end of the day, like I said, I know my technology works like the nose on my face. And it does. That's why I can sit here and do this. Which controller? Where's the game control? This one. Ooh, the Xbox. Alright, we're gonna come out of this one right here, come out right there. I want to go into, I like this slideshow. I want to get more on my slideshow here. Alright, let me see. Oh, I'm going wrong now. I'm going to play some of my slideshow here. I'm not going to run wrong section for that one. We need to be here. Oh, sleepy lion. Sleepy lion. Sleepy lion. So sleepy. How come we don't have this in, where's my, no. Why did you lost your mind on that one? You cut that out. Oh, freak. Doing too much. Doing way too much at the end of the day. Alright. this one. Let me see. Come on, give me what I asked for. That's not what I asked for. Yeah, I like that one. What's the other one? We're gonna get more pictures than this.
Attention! Do you have Medicare? Did you know that you may qualify to get up to $144 added back to your Social Security check every month?
Okay, dope. All right, got this light over here. That over there. I like it. I like it. I like it. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That's my portrait mode set up over there. And yes, I can see my screen crystal clear. That's 720p right there. $109 projector. Now once I lift this up a little higher here, we got another projector we're gonna put down there. I want to get me another ViewSonic because the ViewSonic has a 235.1 and that would fit nicely right in that area right there. All right, let's get this thing painted because I just have to get my edges done. And I am finished. And let me get my roll of witches downstairs. That's it. Downstairs. Taco, 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 taco. Taco is the man. And I just decided for the other room, for the AMSR, I'm not gonna build a screen. I'm gonna paint it right on my wall. Heck, might as well. Save money. I don't have to build anything. I just paint it right to the wall. Now, like I said, the other room, we do need a levitating screen. I'm building one of those, so definitely one of those. But other than that, I'm painting that sucker right to the wall. So I'll start getting that one ready too. So we're going to come in here, and instead of me building the screen, why? And paint it right to the wall. Right over there. Putting me a screen right in there over my projector. I don't have to spend the money now for building a frame. Just paint right to the wall. Doing that beautiful gunmetal. So I'm going to go downstairs and get some putty. Fill in the little hole spots right in there. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks, man. I freaking love this, man. I miss my multi-screen setup. Now, like I said, if I want to do my screen setup in here, it's going to cost a lot of money. Just go over to Amazon, go on eBay, pick up a few 720p projectors. We're done. We're going to do 1080p in there if we don't want to. Wednesday. I like that stuff for that one. And I'm going to, alright, we gotta get some more videos from there, definitely. Let me see. Happy birthday to you. Alright, let's keep everything all together so we're not losing stuff all over the place. Keep everything up here so everything gets lost. Because right now, you're not nowhere at the PS4 controllers. I need to find everything. It should not be up here. No. Let's keep it over here. Pretty wild, ain't it? Somebody was showing me how to get vertical videos to display. Told you, when you do contrast demonstrations, fully lit environments, this is where they're supposed to be at, not in the dark. Anybody can take a contrast up in the dark. Serious Al over there. Serious Al. Thinking about all kinds of stuff. Thinking. Alright, let me make sure we got everything up in the drawer. Upstairs. Got my endless water fountain over here. So let me begin. Get this thing done. So pretty much what we're going to do right now is we're going to basically go in and we're going to put the trim in all the way around. So I tell people if you're doing a wall, we're going to do the whole wall. What you want to do is you want to put your tape on the outside. If you put it on the inside this way, what's going to happen is when you're going to paint your wall and you peel up the tape, you're going to have this much of the wall that's not painted. So you definitely want to put the tape on the outside. That's the best way to do it. Now, how we use our products over here, simple and plain, container, shake it up. That's it, you're done. We're not doing any 15 minutes to stir the product. All right? A little some of it out. A little more on the front and lower. And I'm just going to come down here and get my edges down here. I get my whole screen filled up. That's good. So that's corner edge already done. Get the floor done. And we're going to do over here. And we're finished. Oh, while I'm doing this, let me get some putty for the wall in the next room so that it can dry. Hey, Taco Denario. Taco Denario. Denario. All right, we got the other room putty, so we gotta go in there and paint next. Let me turn my fan off and dry that out. Hey, time to put an stereo. We got a stereo. All right. So while the other room's drying with the putty, because we're going to paint a screen in here. We're going to paint Taco's screen. We're going to update his screen there. And then we're going to come in here. Now this is screen is only set up for, it's not set up for videos, none of that stuff. It's my SMR. That's where we're going to put my AMSR, where we have the relaxation. We're going to put a screen there. And this room right here, put a nice lounge sofa here, in this section right here. Something nice and comfortable. I don't feel like I'm laying on bricks. But nice lounge section here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take these speakers, hide all that in, wire it down in here. I'm gonna wire speakers. I'm gonna put a small baseboard here and here. I'm gonna wire my speakers in there, there, and there. So when I lay down, I can hear my relaxation. This room is all about relaxation. That's what I'm designing it for. I like the wallpaper. I think I may keep it, I'm not sure. Or I might just remove it, put it someplace else. I haven't decided where we're gonna put the, well actually we are gonna put the 144 here. We're doing a 144-inch levitating screen, all floaty, beautiful. We want plenty of light here, so we don't want the screen here because I don't wanna block this, and I don't wanna block that with plenty of light passing through. So we're not done here. We're gonna finish out the white walls in here, get this done, get this done. The floor is gonna be done a different way. We're gonna put a huge carpet in here, something nice, something, you know, relaxation. It's all about relaxation for this room. I like this room because this room has the glass that you can scream and yell, you can't hear crap outside, so I do like that. So that's what we're working on. Everything here is going to have that kind of either white or pastel colors, relaxing. This is where I can go to unwind. I will not be walking in this room with work clothes on, not ever. So I'll be buying me a bunch of white t-shirts and whatever I need, white sweatpants or gray sweatpants, but everything is designed to blend into this environment. It's designed to be relaxing. So that's what we're gonna be doing. What are we paying for projectors in here? Nothing. That projector sitting up there cost me $95, brand new in the box, with the attachment to it to hang it there. And the projector we're gonna display here is gonna be another one of those, ultra short, those in the next room. I'm gonna get that one for $139, that's it. That's all I gotta spend, I'm done. Over here, we're gonna put a nice glass bookcase in here. Maybe a fountain. We do need a fountain in here badly. So we're definitely gonna put a fountain in here. I'm decided to get a floor standing fountain. That's gonna be a lot of maintenance. I constantly have to fill my fountain downstairs. So I'm thinking about that, whether or not to get the floor or just get a good size one, maybe about that big, maybe something like that. Now with the fountain, we're gonna do different. We're gonna take it outside, we're gonna coat it all white, and then we're gonna put in a high fluorescent blue liquid in it. That's gonna allow it to have a soft glow to it. So everything in here is gonna be about relaxation. Now, like I said, here we're not gonna have any blue, yellow, orange, green lights. Everything's gonna be a nice soft white. As we have those bright lights right there for the hallway, we're gonna have in here. But these lights are gonna have the panels behind them to give them that soft white reflection. The guy showed me one of the, how to put these, we're gonna do crown molding in here, get that reflection of soft light. We're going to have it underneath here. We're going to have it under the sofa. We're going to have it under the ridge of the thin area. They make this EL wire. It's like a very thin wire. We're going to have it underneath the sills like that. Everything's going to have a nice soft glow to it. We want all about relaxations. All this is coming out these curtains. We're going to put some nice curtains with the rings to them and all that. It's going to look very, 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 very nice when we get done. But like I said, we'll get to it. We will get to it. So first things first, we got to paint that wall over there and get that set up. Get that ready for the screen. The gunmetal came along just in time because, like I said, I would like to have some gunmetal in there. So let's get this side of the wall. Mind you, we're doing this whole entire thing without a fan. I painted the whole screen without dropping the fan in. We're just using just regular coming from here. And there's no odor to it, nothing whatsoever. Someone was asking me about how, if it has any odor, strong odor. I have lung disease. I would be the first one to know if this stuff basically had a strong odor to it. You would see me react on camera. I would have some problems in here. And that's something I wouldn't be able to fake at the end of the day. I seriously would have some problems. My nose is extremely sensitive. So yeah, I would have some problems. So no, there's no odor at all, period. Small little tint, but nothing that's gonna make it go boop. If anyone, I should know. So the Lord's gonna bless me with something. He's gonna make sure it works well with my body. With my body. If you want me know.
Welcome to 48 square centimeters of green potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the hard built for real life.
Now, like I said, instructions will murder your screen paint quick. As I explained before, if it's too complicated, the customer's not going to want to do it. I can sit here and paint 3 screens in, no time at all. Even though the other screens are smaller. But yeah, paint them in no time at all. That instruction process, I have no idea why I'm doing that crap at the end of the day. It's too much work. I'll never get anything done. I would never get anything done if I had to sit there and I had to do that whole application, multi-application, for what? It'd take too long. It's a 144-inch screen. You know how hard that would be to paint in at a 4-coat application? Man, we did a 250 a couple days ago. Can you imagine me doing that on a 4? Heck no. That's why I said it'll kill you. Definitely kill you dead in the water. A lot of people are not going to want to do it. And the thing about it, people want good results from the door. They don't want something that's going to look really bad from the door. That's not going to build their confidence level. You got to get in the mind of the customer, you know, because that's not going to help their confidence level if they're seeing bad results right from the door. You got to literally wet the screen to paint it. I've never heard anything like that in my life. You literally got to wet the screen to paint it to get it ready for painting and wet it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever. The reason why I question you guys like that, because you come on here talking about Mr. Bird doesn't know what he's talking about, but for some reason I always have outstanding results. Anything I talk about, I always got outstanding results. Well, you guys try to do the same thing I do, but you don't do it. You don't. You cut the corners. You usually do. You ever watch somebody when you're playing a racing game with them and they're delivery like cutting over half the track to get there first to the finish line? That's what you guys do. That's why your products don't function right. I can sit here live on camera, painting a 144-inch screen and drive without a fan. And you go into polymers and delivery systems and all that nonsense. People don't want to hear that crap at the end of the day. They want to hear how fast is it going to take it. How hard is it to paint the screen? Right here it is. Take the container, shake it up, which we just did, drop your paint, roll. You're done. That's it. You don't even have to use a fan if you don't want to. There's no 5 to 7 days or waiting 3 to 4 days for the screen to. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Too much, too much. We have people like that on AVS forums. A Mississippi man, for instance, had this most complicated instructions ever. I'm like, what are we building here? We build a nuclear reactor? We making screen paint? What the heck is all this? It was insane. But they wanted to make it sound so complicated, like it's really freaking hard. Like, come on, man. Like building a frame. Yeah, people build frames. It's 4 pieces of wood. That's it. You staple it together. But now they got to bring out miter saws and all this equipment. Like they're building the side of a barn. All you're doing is put, you ever been to art class before? You ever make a frame for your canvas? It's 4 pieces of wood. You can staple it in. Most people just staple it in. That's it. That's pretty much what it is. But you got people like, we got to cut it to a certain angle and then got to bring out freaking charts of the universe. Come on. Seriously, I watched a demonstration somebody building a frame. Oh, that's not necessary. It really isn't. If you go to art class and they tell you to build a frame for your canvas, you don't have to pull all that equipment. 4 pieces of wood, put them together, and that's basically about it. It's not really that hard. You make things complicated for other people because other people come in and see that, like, oh my God, that's what it takes to put one of those things together? Come on, let's buy. Make it too hard. Delivery system. I still can't get over some of this stuff. I think you guys have been watching too much Star Trek and X-Files at the end of the day. You should never be going through that. You got to start off at the middle of the screen. You don't. Oh my goodness. It's not that hard, people. It should never be that hard. The paint in the screen really shouldn't be that hard. You don't want to make it hard for your customers. You don't intimidate them. They don't want to hear that crap at the end of the day. Oh, we got to get on that chair to do this one. That thing. The rotor's not going to get in on that one. One thing's too complicated. Now, for those who get offended by what I'm saying, hey, look, take the front door and go. Thank you. Because as I said before, it's not us making it up. It's what they said at the end of the day. And it should never be that complicated to paint a screen in at the end of the day. The only people that get offended by this are people who support that nonsense. And I guarantee you have never painted, you won't paint one in at the end of the day. It's funny, the very same people who sit there and defend this nonsense are the very same people who would not paint that screen in. Probably got my screen sitting up in your living room right now. Because I guarantee you, if you go on their channel, you don't see 144 staring you in the face. You never see that. And you never see that much light in the environment. Never. Nope. There you don't. There you go. That's why you're here. And we gotta paint this one in a different way.
You want to
Guys.
guarantee any human being
Too much. But we can use that for the next room. We gotta paint top of the screen. about God again. There he goes. Talking about Jesus again. There he goes talking about God. You get people upset about that. There he goes. Talking about Jesus again. Talking about that Jesus fellow. In this decade and time, the way things are going, you better believe in God. You better. The world is a very interesting place now. We only believe in God when it comes convenient. That's only, right? You know, when you're about to die, or you know, bad stuff comes down on top of you. That's when it's convenient to believe in God, right? That's interesting, man. Yeah, it's gonna come a time to tell you when that sky cracks open, Jesus comes back home, take people back to home where we're supposed to be at. Ain't no mercy left after that. Forgiveness is gone. It's all gone. You got the opportunity and you squandered it. What did you do with my time while you was here on the earth? What did you do with it? I love how people think that their lives belong to them, that everything they have on the earth belongs to them. Nothing on the earth belongs to you. You can leave it here when you pass away. Everything. Everything I have here, everything I own, if I become a millionaire and I have millions of cars and houses and whatever, it will stay here when I leave off the earth. That's where it's going to be at. Here. For somebody else to drive my vehicles, for somebody else to live in my home, for somebody else to eat out of my refrigerator with my food, spend my money, I will not be taking it with me. It will be here. Then you got to meet the man upstairs and you got to talk to him at the end of the day and he's going to say, hey, what did you do with my time? Everything you have here on the earth is borrowed. I love that. My favorite scripture is toil under the sun. Man works by the sweat of his brow to give to another. Everything you have, everything you own will go to somebody else. That's why you can truly never own collectibles. That's at one point in my life I used to collect everything. I was a huge collector of antiques. And when I got older, it just got to a point I realized that I'm not taking any of this stuff with me at the end of the day. So I stopped collecting. But it was fun and all, but like I said, you know, you can't take it with you. I've never ever said, I tell people at the end of the day, I've never ever seen a U-Haul truck behind a funeral line. That's why you want to make sure that when you plan for your life, you plan for your life in heaven, not here on the earth. There's nothing here on the earth. Look at Llama Man or Camel Man. Yes. But people don't like when I talk about God. They're like, here he's talking about that Jesus fellow again. Yeah, I'm going to talk about God. I don't care if I don't got anybody in the room. I'm still going to praise his name. I'm still going to talk about the Lord. I'm going to make a difference. Because at the end of the day, when I'm blessed to be able to develop this technology, it's me and God. Me, God, and Taco. It's me and God and Taco in here developing and making new screen paints. Yeah. So yes, I'm going to give glory to God. Yes, I want to talk about him. Yes, I want to praise his name. And if people don't like it, well, I feel sorry for you. I really do. The devil will get in there and say, hey, if you talk about the Lord, people won't follow you. If you talk about the Lord, people won't buy from you. If you talk about the Lord, you'll make people upset and make them angry. Don't talk about God. And God is the one person who blessed me with the technology to do this. Think about it. When I talk to some of these guys, and they go, well, where did you learn all this stuff from? You go, sure, you went to school for chemistry, you went for something. And I go, no, I didn't learn it. I learned everything from God. I got technology that we have developed in days, in hours, that can take out some of the most advanced certified screens that took them years to be developed. I can do things that they can't even do at the end of the day. Like sit here and watch two screens at the same time in a fully lit environment while my windows are open, with the lights on, with projectors that cost me next to nothing. I don't have to go out and spend $3,000 or $4,000 just to make the screen look amazing. I can do this simply with the technology that God has blessed us to be able to have. And not only with that, the knowledge that he's blessed me to be able to have to understand what we do, how we design it, how to sell it, how to market it, everything. Even how to deal with enemies. All that comes from God. I'm finished. I'm gonna go into my next room and start prepping for taco stream. So we're done in here. We're gonna let this run and have some fun here. And I'm gonna watch my fountain of waterfall over there. And we're going to go visit Taco Denario. These are little songs I sing when I'm around my cat. There you go, look at that. Go search the internet. Find someone that can match this demonstration. You won't. Nope, because you're too busy in the dark with ultra short throw projectors hugging the screen. Taco Denario? Do you got the stereo? Taco Denario, you got the stereo? What's going on, buddy boy? We're about to give you a hookup. You want some air? You want some air, buddy boy? Here you go. Wait, it's kind of wet in here, buddy. Let me get some water, some toilet paper or something. We got a rag or something to dry it up a little bit. Cause it's kind of wet right there. Hold on, Taco. Hold on, Denario. Here we go. It's kind of wet, buddy. It's kind of wet. We gotta dry it up a little bit. We gotta dry it up. Here we go. There we go. Is that better? Is that better for you? You little fuzzy man. You little fuzzy man. All right, let's get you over here. Look at him. How to dry up his windowsill real quick. I'm gonna do taco screen. Raging Taco Supreme. Ain't that right, Taco? Taco Denario. Taco Bear, Taco Bear. He got hair everywhere. That's Taco Bear. Taco Bear? Look at you. I gotta build you extra wide windowsill here. So when we go to Home Depot, we get the lumber, everything we need. We're gonna start doing some work in your room. So put some extensions to your room. Because you're gonna need all that. So we're gonna put an extension area here so Taco can sit up in this window and relax. Put a nice little balcony area right there. He loves his windows. So we're gonna put a little balcony area right in there for him. Ain't that right? There's no question on that. And then here, we have to put with tables and legs here, a little extension here, so he can have a sofa area here for his screen. We're gonna put you in your home theater setup, right, Taco? Say, wow. Oh, wow. You can't put the screen on because right now he'll be jumping at the screen when it's wet because he will do that. All right, buddy boy, let me get the tape so we can get you started because you're not going to take much to do. Your screen's a good size screen. Taco Bear, Taco Bear. You got hair everywhere. You got hair everywhere, Taco Bear? Let me see. Yeah, you got hair everywhere. You're Taco Bear. Taco Bear, because you got that hair everywhere, Taco Bear. Taco Bear. We don't watch cartoons, Taco. You like cartoons? I like watching cartoons. I love watching cartoons. I love cartoons. Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir. So in Taco's room, we don't have a very expensive projector in here. We paid $50 for Taco's projector. I had a few people say, why do you keep saying we? Me and God. Me and God. That's what I mean by we. Me and God. You know, he's a person too, you know. When I talk to him, he's like my best friend. Jesus. Is that right, Taco? All right, so. Taco, we gotta sleep in your room. Big time. So right there, we're gonna be mapping out his screen. You know, Taco's room is a max out zone, literally. Meters don't pick up in here either. Taco Bear, Taco Bear. You got hair everywhere, that's Taco Bear. Taco, I'm gonna move your bed over here. All right, I'm just moving over for the time being. I'm not shifting it around. All right, okay. All righty. All righty. Okay. Yeah, think about it more and more every day that I see these people do these homestead where they raise these animals and stuff and livestock and they live on the land. I'm actually considering it. I'm actually really thinking about considering it. I met a family who has an RV and they get to travel around and the scenery changes. That's got to be awesome. I'm just getting to a point where I'm just kind of tired of being in a house. I want to be the. It's not so much as just. Even if I was able to move about everywhere I want to go, it doesn't change what I'm feeling right now. I want to be able to be outside, like outdoors, where basically everything I can do, like have cattle and not a lot of cattle. I mean, a small farm, animals I can take care of and grow my own food, live off the land. I'm tired of this life. I really am. I'm really getting tired of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to do technology. I'm still going to be around technology. I love technology. It's always been a part of my life. But it's just a whole depending on certain things. I just don't see it anymore. Like, electricity. I don't have a problem paying bills or anything, but I just see other outsources of how I can basically be able to live without basically being attached to the grid. That's what it comes down to. I don't want to be attached to the grid. It's not for security purposes. I just don't want to be attached to it anymore. I'm tired of it. I mean, somewhat, yeah. I mean, in ways, yeah, I do like technology. That is part of the grid. Yes, it is. And, you got people out there who have homesteads, they have solar homes and all that stuff like that. It's still a bit attached to the grid. But there's some things they can separate from altogether. Going to the supermarket and buying your own food and all that stuff like that. And, at this point, sometimes at some point, I mean, you should have meat and all, but there's parts of me I just really don't desire eating meat anymore. Just become a vegetarian would not be a hard thing, and it would be a lot more healthier at the end of the day, to tell you the truth. But not strict vegan. I got people that are so vegan that basically don't eat nothing with a face. That's serious vegan. But just some things I just don't want to be bothered with anymore. But I see people who have these homestead lives that grow their own food and all that stuff like that. Man, that they're living a life. They're actually living a life, the good life. The good life, man. Just to live outdoors, man. And that's what I want. Ain't that right, Taco? You furry man. You would like it out there too. There's plenty of stuff to run around and play with. I have to get you chipped though. I want to lose you, buddy. You might fall in love with a deer. You don't even know what it is. Like I saw something in the woods. I think I love it. I think I love it. I just want to be free. Want to be free. Want to be free. Ain't that all right? You don't even know what window to go through right now. I'm going to be over here. But now I'm going to be over there. Don't know what window to go through, do you? Yeah, I want to do something different, man. I just don't want to be in a house, man. I want to do something different. Something different. Should have noticed that when I look at my house, it's not a traditional house. Like, I don't really like bedrooms. I don't like having the bed upstairs and all that stuff. There's rules and restrictions with that, man. I don't like that. My house is a little different. Got a theater room here, got an arcade over here, and I sleep wherever the frick I want at in the house. That's how I like it. If I want to go outside and sleep on the deck, I can go sleep on the deck, take a sleeping bag out there in a tent, which I'm planning to do this summer. I'm planning to sleep on my deck, camp out. I just don't like that whole rules and restrictions thing. I just don't like it at all, period. Just want something different. I mean, truthfully, if things work out the way I want to work out, I may move to Holland. Get myself a windmill. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's just things I want. Get myself a windmill. A windmill, I can literally convert that to run my entire house off wind energy completely. Completely can run the entire establishment off basically using a form of turbine energy. Oh, I could have a ball with that. That's what I've been researching for the last couple of days. The last couple of years, I've been researching hydroelectric energy and solar power and water harvesting. I'm studying all that stuff. I'm doing tests right now outside on basically collecting rainwater and learning how to basically filtrate it and basically filtration and clean it and stuff like that to make it for drinkable water. Stuff like that. Don't have to, don't need to, but want to. Yeah, I would definitely move to Holland. Get a nice piece of land out in the middle of nowhere. Get myself a windmill out there and just basically just generate the entire house. And it would be so cool to live in a windmill. That'd be so awesome. Whole entire place would just be generated. Get a couple of shipping containers, maybe about 13 to 14 of them suckers, drop them in the earth, put a battery system in there, keep them on a charge, which means I would have an endless amount of power always. Own power station. I mean, think about it. They use windmills basically to grind grain, to grind it up. Free energy. It was free energy to run their factories. So for little factories, they were using to grind up the grain, the corn, and all that stuff to make wheat, to make bread. All free, all from wind. And here we are. We pay for all this stuff now. I love when I laughed about how I saw this meme where somebody showed a picture of an animal and a human being, and the human being was calling the animal stupid. You stupid animal. And he was like, you're the only one that pays to live on the earth. Yep, when you think about it, kind of true. You're out there going to the pan here. Gotta be free. Yeah, it's so fascinating, ain't it? Look at that. Even Taco has built-in survival skills, instincts. To learn how to survive, to learn how to eat, to learn how to home in and basically and hunt. We don't have that capability. We do have it. We have to have it developed, but they already have it built in. I say from, you think about it, when you look at like the early settlers, basically what they had to go through, everything we didn't have, they didn't have the technology or anything we had now to make life easier. They had to learn and build, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, you could go off to college, you basically would work on your dad's farm and then you had to go out and find your own. And go find your own in the world. Whether you travel by ship or whether you travel by stagecoach or wherever you landed at, you had to find your own. And wherever you landed at, if you didn't have money, you ended up wherever you're at with nothing at all. And you had to build it from there with your bare hands. That's what I respect. Today, everything's too easy. If the social grid or the grid would break down and everything would collapse, man would kill himself. Depend on technology too much. I myself depend on technology too much. Yep. We all do it. Even me. I personally, I like my projection screens, and I definitely do want to continue to do this. But I want to do it on a different level. And people said, oh, it's all about saving the environment. Man, the environment was, excuse my French, screwed a long time ago. The industrial age, are you kidding me? How much fossil fuel and coal they pumped into the environment in that particular era? Everything was running pretty much off coal at the end of the day. You had trains were running off of it, and people were burning out of their fireplaces. And yeah, they kind of went haywire with that when the industrial age went kind of crazy with coal as a source of energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if they basically destroyed most of that altogether. It was already a ticking time bomb after that friggin' nightmare. Do some research. I'm a big fan of history. So do some research and study the industrial age. They burnt everything with coal. Ain't that right, Taco? All those factories that were manufacturing new products. That's where you get into a lot of the child labor laws, because a lot of kids were working in these factories and so forth. But yeah, All that stuff, learning how to manufacture. I mean, again, like I said, they did learn how to manufacture things at a faster rate, but then it came with a cost too. Everything comes with a cost. Everything there usually comes with a cost. All right, just find somebody that's willing to mess it up. Like nuclear energy was never developed for a bomb. It was made for basically as an outsource of energy, but still quite dangerous. I think it is. And then you got gas and everything is through the roof. Gas is extremely expensive, but it teaches us in the end that we shouldn't be relying on something like gas at the end of the day. We really should have been relying on, we should have invested a long time ago into electric cars. Should have did that a long time ago. A lot of people didn't want to switch over to money. Money, 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 money. All about money. Big corporation didn't want to switch over, but they should have did electric cars a long time ago. We should never ever be depending. Come on, we're America. We should never be depending on other countries basically to manufacture our goods at the end of the day. We should be doing this ourselves. That's why COVID was a big wake-up call, because a lot of the countries that basically that got hit by COVID and couldn't manufacture, who couldn't produce products, ended up costing us more money because those products went through the roof. Look at what Nvidia's going through. I mean, you got certain cars that can't be built because they can't get those chips anymore. It's hard to get the chips because they're manufactured someplace else. But that comes from companies getting greedy and outsourcing to other countries because the labor cost and all that's cheaper and they can pocket more money. That greed, yeah, greed comes back to bite you in the face sooner or later. Say you go to war with another country, you can't get those parts anymore. That's definitely gone. So they should have kept a lot of our manufacturers in the U.S. On top of that, you take jobs away from the people on top of that. Shut down an entire factory, destroy an entire household because you want to get greedy and you want to make more money overseas. Come on, man. And that's where we're at now. We're going to start putting more jobs, more in the U.S. You know what I mean? Like I said, then on top of that makes it even worse. The people overseas, they get gypped too because, again, their labor laws are horrible over there. You know, they don't get paid a lot of money. I said, people are walking around with a pair of $300 or $400, a couple $1,000 of Air Jordans. You got somebody to get paid 97 cents. That's just messed up. All for greed. All for greed. All for greed. It's a shame, but it's true. That's why he says that in the Bible, it says it's easier for a camel to enter into, that's right. A camel to enter into an eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, because they can't give up their riches. Their riches become their God. At the end of the day, it's so sad. They truly don't know happiness. Some of them really don't know that happiness. Tonto, we're taking our sweet time with your screen time. Hurry up, get it done. You know, it doesn't take that long to get that done. Stop lollygagging. I'm talking about Jesus. Calm down. And you're probably paying in money. You're just staring out the window. Put your butt on my tape. Your butt on my tape. You know how dark this gunmetal is? This gunmetal is really freaking dark. Okay, look. The gunmetal I'm painting over before is the previous gunmetal we made. This is SF. That's a Phantom. This is a Widow gunmetal. See how dark it is compared to the other one? Yeah. Much darker. It's a much darker gunmetal. Well, that's why I explain to people, and I talk to people at the end of the day, and I say, look, everything you have is borrowed. Nothing belongs to you. You know what I mean? I know it sounds kind of grim, people want to, but it's true. It is what it is, you know? You know? Nothing belongs to you at the end of the day. It's not yours. Everything you have is borrowed. Because you're not taking it with you. You forget sometimes, even I forget sometimes, but I do know I'm not taking it with me, but we forget sometimes that when we gotta have it saying my, I gotta have it saying my too, just like you. And people understand that you're not taking it with you. Everything you have is borrowed. It's not yours. Even your own body is not yours. It's borrowed. If that was the case, if you die, you could bring yourself back to life, right? Can't do it, can you? Once you go, you go. So everything is borrowed. So God gives you life. It's on borrowed time. And when you pass away and you come back to him, the body goes back to the earth. Like I said, that's what your body was made from. It was made from the primal dust. Woman was made by the rib of man. That's why man has one less rib than a woman. But yeah, when you pass away, your body goes back to the one it belongs to. You go back to God. And he's going to ask you, what have you done with my time? His time, not yours. What are you going to say? Those you don't believe, well, you will. You definitely will. Let me tell you something, people. You can have the most hardened criminal on the face of the planet who's murdered, killed, stole, steal, whatever he did on the face of the planet. When it comes time to strap him in and take his life, he will call for a preacher to give him his last rites because he doesn't know what's waiting for him on the other side, and he doesn't want to be wrong. All that time, he may have denied God when he's out the street doing what he was doing, but when the time comes, like I said, the most hardened criminal will sit there ready to die, but he will call on a preacher because he needs those last rites because he does not want to be wrong. That's the thing about it, people. We're done. And we done, Taco? We finished? You like the screen? But you haven't even turned on the projector yet. I don't even know if I like it or not yet. Oh, okay, let's find out. I saw something. What did I see? I saw something. Yeah, I saw something I saw. I was like, man, I'd give up everything. Just walk away and just do that. That's what I said when I saw that whole, when you walk up and you saw that whole village. Oh my goodness, yes. If I was basically a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, they would lose one person that day because I would look over and see that beauty and go, whoop, guess what? Throwing my cell phone over here, throwing my tablet over there. I'm going to cartwheel down this hill, and this is the last you guys are going to see me. Bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Roll right down the side of the hill and disappear right to the town. Yes, sir. Have my money and everything wired over there, and I'm good. Yes, I would. Get myself a nice, simple cottage out there. I probably wouldn't even have internet for a while. Probably go with a year without it. Don't need it. I just go out there and just relax. That's what I would do. Ah, man. Mr. Taco, you enjoying yourself jumping from window to window? I'm going to leave your window open here. Your screen can dry on its own. This stuff dries pretty fast anyway. Make sure we got everything, got our edges and everything. So we're good. Take that area. So make sure you're all done. Taco has an optimal projector in his room. And his projector is around, what's your projector, Taco? You know? Don't? Okay, I just don't. I think it is 2,600 lumens around there, 26 to 25. We got to check the model number for his projector. We paid $50 for his. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is, if I don't get him another, I do got plans to give him another one, but then again, this is a nice one. It's a really nice optimal projector for him. We're going to get rid of this monstrosity, this nightmare nonsense. We're going to mount his projector to the ceiling, so that way we don't have all this crap here. Get rid of all that. We just did it for the time being. So it's going to be pretty easy. This projector is very lightweight. We'll mount it up, put it over here, hit the screen with it, so that way it's good. And I'll have this projector set up, and we'll put his speakers in for him, because he's going to use a little speaker system put in. So right here, I'm going to put a nice little area that comes out here, because he keeps jumping from here to here, and I don't want him getting hurt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nice little table area here and here, put a nice little sofa for him so he can sit here and watch his TV. Because he does watch it. Yes, he does. When that thing turns on, he knows when it's coming on. He makes it, wow, 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 wow. Told you. All right, Taco, so you're set up. Taco, you were spoiled. You know that, right? You were spoiled. I spoiled you. How did I get Taco? A lot of people ask me, how did we get Taco? We got Taco because Taco was talking to my mail lady, and Taco happened to walk between her legs and my legs and sat in the middle of my living room and meow. And I looked at him and I said, well, I guess you're staying. And I kept him. Now, I kept the door open a few times, so I let him go because I never knew if he belonged to somebody or maybe somebody else's cat, but he kept coming back, coming back, coming back. Did it twice. He came back twice. So I asked around the neighborhood, a few people, and they're like, no, nobody owns him. He was a stray. And I said, well, we're keeping him. And then we went online. First, I thought he was a female. Called him Kitty Caboodle was his name when we first started off. Went online, bought all this stuff from Amazon, toys and everything he needed. And one day he was cleaning himself on the sofa, and I go, oops, you're a boy. Went back on Amazon, took the other stuff we have for the girl, gave it to a friend of mine, she's a girl cat. And went out and bought him a whole lot of stuff. So, yeah, this used to be my arcade room, but Taco didn't have a place of his own. So I figured, you know what? I can convert the room for him. So this is his room now. Taco has his own room. So people, a friend of mine said, I see you on camera. You tell Taco to go to his room. He knows where to go. We go straight to his room. Let's go to the other room. Let's take the tape off because we're done in that room. Let's go pop over here. All right, we're done in there. That's all finished, all completed. We're done. We got the edges and everything done. That's it. This is how your screen's supposed to react at the end of the day. You're not supposed to be in the dark. Not with the tech. Come on, these projectors we have here, the technology we have, even the older ones have advanced technology. You're never supposed to be in the dark. That's my office in there, my office slash room. Why in the world? Well, office slash because I sleep anywhere, but that's my office slash theater room. Mr. Taco De Niro. Right, Taco, got your area back to normal. Top of your room is getting a little. What are you doing, man? What are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? You crazy? Where did you go? Where did you go? What are you doing there? You weirdo. You're definitely a weirdo. You're definitely a weirdo. In there, you weirdo. Definitely a weirdo. Hey everybody, boy, your screen's done. Now we're gonna wait a while because I'm gonna make sure it's dry first because I don't need my cat jumping up and getting paint all over his face. He will, he likes to attack his screen. Johnny did it running, he did ride a tambone. Johnny did it running, he did ride a tambone. Johnny did it running, he did right all to the night. I tell you, man, that room has some good acoustics back there. Let me get this tape out of here. Where you at, Taco? You hiding? Are you hiding again? He's hiding. He's in his hiding spot now. We got to build him a cave next. He needs a cave. Definitely needs a cave, Taco. We're gonna build you a cave in here. Cat cave, not the bat cave. The cat cave. We're gonna build you the cat cave. Put a symbol up there with a cat face in it. I gotta think you cat woman. Are you cat woman? Are you? All right, Taco. It's getting a little rainy over here, so I don't want your stuff getting wet. So we're gonna shut this window right here. That one over there can stay open. Let me fluff your stuff. Everything nice and comfy for you. There we go. And there's your other cat cave area. Get this nice and comfortable for you. All right. There's toys and stuff all over the place. Oh, you gonna be going back into your cat area, your cave again? There we go. All right, you're good, buddy boy. Now we'll be changing up Taco's room. We're gonna do some pastel colors in here for Taco's room. We're not done in here yet. We're still gonna do some work in here. We got some pastel colors, and I might put a couple of ledges in here too for him because he likes the ledges. So we're gonna put a nice ledge here. I was watching people how they put bookcase ledges in here for the cat to be to walk across. So that's what we're gonna do. Right there, right? You're gonna go up. There we go. This is a bunch of chairs. These are the old chairs we had downstairs. So I sawed out all the middle pieces. He likes to go underneath it. That's his cave right there. This is the ultimate cave. He likes to sit up there and relax. So that's another relax area right there. And then we got our little cushions over here, which I need to just a little better for you, Taco. That's better. Nice and comfortable. See how much Daddy takes care of you, buddy boy. Make sure you're okay. There we go. Yeah, it's a shame I couldn't have got him sooner. Who knows what went on when he was out in the street out there. But at least he's safe and taken care of, aren't you, buddy boy? Yes, sirree. All right, we're gonna go over in here. I'm loving this. I can't wait till we're done because I want to get over in here and I want to play some games over there. But we gotta get this painted first. All right, so this is gonna be our relaxation room for me and Taco. I'm gonna get one of those massagers they have for your neck. That's gonna be for him, his massage unit. So he is welcome in the room, but no problem. Long as he doesn't do anything crazy. Now, we have an air conditioner that fits in the window, but I don't want to use it. I want a portable air conditioner in here because I don't want to take away from the window light. I like the window light we have in here. So I may I'm gonna get myself a portable HP. I think HP makes a good one. Or Honeywell. I think Honeywell makes a good one too. Projector, I'm not projector. Honeywell makes a good air conditioner. Because I don't want to block any of the window light. I want as much window light coming in as possible. It's like you for me, but what did I do to you? What did I do to you? Well, your feisty angriness. And your feisty angriness. Like right. Spicy angriness. All right. I can't believe when we mounted this was an interesting project. When we mounted that projector, that was something else, man. I literally thought that thing was going to come out for one point. But you know, if God tells you you got to put something in, it's not coming out. Definitely, I can hang off that bad boy. It's not coming out. It is in now, people. We're gonna make this fan a little bigger than usual, but make sure I have enough room. I don't need this much screen, but I'm gonna put it right in there. Oh, that's pretty good. Usually I'm not right enough. Crazy. I God is not amazing. Is God not amazing? Is he not? Is he not, people? Do you not love the Lord? Do you not love the Lord your God? God is incredible. I'm one day gonna be able to get my homestead. Yes, sir. But I was trying to figure out what animals to raise. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't need them. That's not going to happen. That would never happen. But I don't know. I would like to have a cow, though, for a pet. Definitely would like to have a cow. One of those shaggy ones. Yeah. That'd be cool to have. Probably about 2 cows. A couple of them, what do they call them? Those things called? You know, those are alpacas. Alpacas? Little cute looking ones. I think the alpacas. I want a couple of alpacas, yeah. Those things are so cool looking. Farmer Ken. Farmer Ken. I wonder how alpaca, if I'm saying it correctly, will respond to, like, I'll put a big projection screen out there, put their own kind of run around it, how they would react to it. Find something relaxing for them. So we're just going to put in a screen here. Let's see how big we want. Yeah, but I want to overlap it anyway. Oh, I forgot to get the projector coming. I'll plug it to the wire. But we just go. If we need to go bigger, we can. But I don't want it where the sofa's going to hit right here. Number right there. We can always expand if we want to get it bigger. You know what? I don't want to expand. My friends can't stand them AMSR. I love them. Oh my goodness, so relaxing. So I'm so glad that somebody came with an idea. So freaking relaxing. Yes. I'll tell you a little secret about Mr. Bird. So anyway, I used to suffer from panic attacks. Right? Really bad panic attacks, crippling panic attacks. I used to suffer from, had it for many years. I don't know where it came from and how it developed, but they popped up out of nowhere and they taunted my life for many years. So, prayer, which is very important, and I used to listen to them AMSRs, and they would allow me to relax. Oh my goodness. So relaxing. And then with the breathing issues and some problems and complications I have from time to time, sometimes it's all in your head. It's basically most of it just psychological, what's in your head. But being able to listen to that and relax. My favorite ones is, they got this new one where this woman's face sounds like it's plastic and she's tapping on it. And believe it or not, the makeup tutorials, yes, put me out like a light. Yeah, makeup tutorial. I don't get into the chewing. I don't like the chewing too much. A friend of mine likes the chewing, but I don't like that. I like it when they do the scratching and with the nails and stuff. And especially my favorite, when they tap on glass. Oh my goodness, yeah. Just like that, out like a light. Going to sleep. Little Christian music playing in the background. I got my massager on for my back. And my back doesn't have to be hurting. I just have them for the sake of just having it on. And just hearing that, the headset's on, oh yeah, pure heaven, gone. I like a light, sleeping like a baby. Beautiful, fantastic. And you know, one of the things, you know, I learned that when I would go to these attacks, Minecraft, I would play hours of Minecraft because it just takes your mind off of it. It takes your mind, it's all in your head. And it just takes your mind off of it. When I would start building it and putting things together, boom, disappear. So I had to learn, so they wanted me to take medication for it. I'm not taking medication for this. So I had to learn different ways on how to be able to deal with it. Because when I was having these attacks, my mind would make me believe that I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. So cough drops is another thing. You ever seen these big bags of cough drops around the house? It's because when I would take cough drops, especially Halls, they would allow you to breathe a little better, and it kind of helps with that whole mental thing going on in your head that you feel like you're not getting enough air. When you feel that air, that cool air going through your nose, yeah, it kind of cuts down on that. So you learn little things how to get around it, how to get around that illness. But yeah, I had them for 2 years. And they were nightmares, literally nightmares. I had an ambulance coming to the house and taking me to the hospital, and they were putting all kinds of equipment and machinery on me, and I'm thinking I'm dying, I can't breathe, and my brain's going off in all these different directions and stuff, and to find out all this was in my head. And with prayer and faith in the Lord, I haven't had one since then. I think after the last one I had one was about a year ago, and that was it. Never again. But I still listen to the AMSR because, like I said, with the lung disease and all, that helps a lot. It allows me to be able to relax. So just days I'm just so stressed out, I just need to just relax, doing too much. So that's what I'm designing this room for. I'm having the waterfalls, I hear the sound with the water and all that, which is kind of jacked up because my friend starts to whisper in the car, and I said, "Don't do that. Please don't do that." I actually can go fall asleep. I got so used to it. But she can't stand him because she can hear him in the background. What's that whispering noise? Oh, my bad. Yeah. The people who do that, who do those videos, man, see, I gotta fix that floor. The people who do those videos, you have no idea how much you're helping people at the end of the day. If you do know, but just to know, you're helping people out big time. People go through a lot of stress, a lot of paranoia, a lot of freaking anxieties and stuff like that. Those videos are great therapy, but don't forget to put prayer into that. Prayer is very important. As I said before, yeah, relaxing. Very, very relaxing. Kills a lot of stress. Look at this thing in my foot here. We've got a nail right there that has to be fixed. Yeah, very relaxing. There's so much. Yeah, I listen to everything, man. I started experimenting listening to certain ones, but yeah, I try everything new, man. But such help, man, such help. Helps a lot of people out. Even when I had really bad migraines, I get migraines from time to time, and it helps with my migraines too. A lot of things it helps out with. It's good therapy. All right, there we go. We got our area all set up and ready to go because I figure why spend the money for plexiglass when I can paint it on the wall. That's one of the things I loved about when I first heard about goose green way back in the day when I was still in the TVs and stuff. I wasn't in the projectors and all that stuff. And my nephew painted one to a wall. I painted the screen on the wall. I was like, wait a minute, wait. You painted it on the wall. What do you mean you painted it on the wall? It's a paint. What do you mean it's a paint? You paint a screen on a wall? He's like, yeah, I painted it on the wall. Came over there, I see it had a goose screen set up. Went over there, I was like, what? This is what? I didn't want to touch it. Can I touch it? He said, go ahead. I said, wow, this is crazy. Turn the projector on. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. This is painted on the wall. Mind, this is coming from a person who, like I said, I used to be IT tech. I used to have computer monitors everywhere in my home. Like I had flat monitors. Yeah, these are CRTs, people, big monitors, okay? So I had the dual monitors upstairs and those monitors on top of those monitors. When you had CRT monitors, you literally had to have a steel rack system set up because those jokers were heavy. You ever seen a 25-inch CRT? Whew, that's a big freaking monitor, man. But anyway, yeah, the monitors all over the place. VGA cables running all over the place, the switch boxes and stuff. And there he has this thing painted on the wall. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. Is that right, Taco Bell? Taco Venerio, we got the stereo. Yeah, I was amazed at that, man. I was freaking impressed by that. I painted it to the wall. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Even if it was even possible. Yeah, it is possible. Let's see if we're straight here. All right, we're good. We got a nice square going on in there. I painted this wall for a demonstration. Oh yeah, 12. We did a 12 in here. That's what we did, a 12. All right, I'm gonna pour some of this on the roller. I think we don't need much, just a small screen, not a big screen. I remember when. says, do I have to prime the wall first? No, you do not have to prime the wall first. You don't have to prime the wall. Because that screen paint has a one coat application in it. Doesn't make a difference what you paint it over. Wall's gonna be purple, orange, blue, green, yellow, polka dot, stripe. Doesn't make a difference. Coat right over top of it. Kaboom! You're done. See? At the end of the day, nobody wants to go there. And I'm trying to be rude here, but it's the truth, people. Nobody wants to go through multi-screen applications. They don't want to go through that crap. Paint it, be done with it, be finished with it. Do you know, like I painted the 144 inch, done, had enough to play the game system off of it. That's time to play the game system. So why are you going through all this to begin with? You know what I mean? And then be done. I can do our corners. It's just a good feeling knowing you're alive. It's just a happy feeling you're growing inside. And when you wake up ready to say, I don't know if I'll put you that or not. I'm going to make it a happy new day. It's just a good feeling, a very good feeling. A feeling to know that I miss Rogers. Well, I'd say I miss Rogers. Mr. Rogers passed away, man. My heart broke in half. I grew up with Mr. Rogers. I grew up with Captain Kangaroo. That shows you how old I am. Captain Kangaroo. Send your pictures to dear old Captain Kangaroo and Captain Noah. Send your pictures to dear old Captain Noah. Do, 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 do. Do, do. I don't know the whole song, just to let you know. Yeah, I remember Captain Noah. Yeah, it's way back. Way, way, way back, people. Way, way back. Captain Noah and Captain Kangaroo. Captain Noah had this ark with all these animals, and you could send your pictures in. He would show your pictures up. And yeah, Howdy Doody. Oh, Howdy Doody. And I remember, now Howdy Doody's way back. My mom was coming up, but I do remember some of the Howdy Doody. I do remember Bozo the Clown. Bozo the Clown was all good until I freaking saw the movie It, and that changed life for me after that. Clown phobia from the door. I had one little incident, not proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not proud of it all. Kind of roundhouse the clown at a circus one time. Not proud of it, like I said, but the clown kind of deserved it. But I struck the daylights out of him. But it was, like I said, it was a bad situation at the end of the day. It was with my ex-girlfriend. I took my two little ones, my two little ones over to the circus. I went to the circus so badly, and I took them to the circus. And man, I said, good God, I hope I don't see a clown. Like, I'm not going to attack a clown if I see it. I'm just going to keep my distance from it. That's basically all. I'm not going to scream and yell and cry like a little baby. I'm just going to keep my distance from it. That's all. And that's what I was trying to do when I was sitting up there in the front row seats. And this jerker came out of a clown looking all of it, man. He looked all of it coming out of that car. And just felt the need to get up in my face, boy. I'm telling you. And I kept telling him, look, man, I got clown phobia. Can you kind of back away a little bit? Because you're kind of freaking me out right now. But no, he thought it was intimidating to keep jumping up in my face. Of course, I was next to my ex-girlfriend. He was trying to flirt with her and jumping in my face. And yeah, I did kind of lose my temper because I do got a bit of a temper on me. And I jumped over the railing and I kicked the crap out of that joker. Yep. I kicked the daylights out of him. Full extended foot. Try to come down on his, we won't need that. I'm not going to explain that. But anyway. Yeah. Okay, I even jumped a little bit. I hopped a little bit when I took the kick. I was trying to get his head, but I kind of hit the shoulder. And I was learning to kick anyway. I was a brown belt at the time. But anyway, but I hopped a little bit to get a high enough jump so I can strike him. But anyway, yeah, I kicked the crap out of him. But at the end of the day, I feel really bad about it. But I told the guy to leave me the freak alone. At the end of the day, back the freak away from me. I got this whole phobia going on. Yeah, police came in, got handcuffed, the whole 9 yards. And good thing the crowd behind me, the people behind me saw everything that went on, witnessed that the clown was taunting me, was messing with me. Worse than worse, I got kicked out of the circus, that's all. They had to do something with me, so I got kicked out. I was base about it. He just told me don't come back. I don't want to come back. But yeah, now I remember Because it is now, like I said, at the end of the day, like I tell my friends, if you think you're gonna dress up like a clown and basically try to intimidate it, and you don't get the opposite of that. You don't get the other side of me, which means I'm gonna try to beat the living daylights out of you. So don't do that. At the end of the day, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna back down and run through you. Pretty much I'm gonna run towards you to take you out as fast as possible and go about my day. But anyway, one year, I thought, what would be the most scariest costume I could ever wear? Something not only would scare the people, but would scare the freaking daylights out of myself, because nothing more is fun about Halloween than being terrified, right? I had someone, a makeup artist. She was a really good makeup artist that doesn't make fun of herself. She did me as a clown. To this day, I don't know what I look like. But that was the most horrifying costume ever, because not only did I freak out other people because I can see the look on their faces by looking at me, I had to look pretty bad, but I couldn't go near mirrors or nothing at all, period. And anyone who took pictures of me, I said, do not send it to me. I don't want to see it. Best costume ever. Terrified me all day. Best costume ever. But I had a friend make that comment. He was like, well, what if I dress up like a clown and jump in front of your face? You're going to the hospital. You definitely will be in the hospital. I'm using full contact. You will be going to the hospital. Just don't do dumb stuff today. Yeah, but that's funny. I don't like clowns, man. It messed me up on that one right there. It messed me up on clowns. I had no problems with clowns, man. Until I saw the movie It, and man, that movie was freaky as I don't know what. I don't know what was worse in that movie when he opened up the book and he was dancing in the book. When you see him moving around and dancing. Oh, it was crazy, man. I just don't get the ending. I don't get the ending how a clown turns into a giant spider. I don't get that part. I don't get it. I don't get that part. But like I said, it was pretty cool to watch. Oh, no. The creepy part was, I think the two creepy parts was when they were in the swamp and he popped up out of the swamp. The balloon came up first and he was like floating or levitating in the swamp. And the other one was the boy was in the shower. He came up through the shower. He had a shower, and the one with the drain coming up through the drain was kind of freaky too. I was also kind of freaky. That movie was just weird. But that messed me up for clowns. But I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of kicking the guy, you know? I'm really not proud of it. There was another way I could have gone about that, but at the time I wasn't a Christian. Keep in mind, I wasn't a Christian man at the time. I was still running about the streets and I was still carrying on. I was doing the things that I usually did back in that time, you know? So I didn't think about it. If I was a Christian, I probably would have turned the other cheek and went about my business, because if he had moved away from me and left me be, I would have let that go. But not being a Christian, that pride got in me, you can't let him get away with that nonsense. You got to take care of that business. He tried to embarrass you in front of your girlfriend. You got to beat the living daylights out of him. So it popped in my head and I jumped over the railing and went after him. So that's what triggered that nonsense off. But if I was a Christian, I'd have let that go. I'll let Satan get in there and put that nonsense in my head. All right, people, so we're painting the screen in today. So what we're doing today, somebody called me the Bob Ross for painting. I guess it was a joke or something. What we're going to do, boys and girls, we're going to paint a pretty cloud. We're going to start off here with a pretty cloud there, and it's going to come some beautiful trees. I love Bob Ross. And thank you for calling me that, because, man, that guy was an amazing, amazing artist. I couldn't imagine what the inside of his house would have looked like. It's probably gorgeous. Amazing, amazing, talented artist. And we got time. The screen's like, people say, oh, you got to paint the screen. It's going to come in uneven. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to be uneven if you don't paint it a certain way. Blah, 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 blah. But he didn't understand what I was trying. He don't understand certain things. The finger painting, running my hands to the fingers. If you know anything about Goose Screen, which you don't understand that. When Goose Screen first came out, because I know you've been watching my old videos, the only way someone would know about that by making that comment about running your fingers through, that's when I was developing Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, which means you guys have been watching my old videos and copying my work. Because the only one who would know about running my fingers through a screen would have been able to watch one of my old videos from back then. And that was around the time when Goose Screen came out, and they had this whole thing where you had to paint the screen to perfect perfection. And you couldn't take your fingers and run it down the side of the screen because those imprints would show up in the screen. So when I did that demonstration, it was to show people that instead of buying Goose Screen, you buy our screen paint because it's pretty much foolproof. You can't mess it up. Where Goose Screen had certain steps to it. If you messed it up, you literally messed it up. So that's what that demonstration was about. That's why I ran my fingers through the screen. So when I did that, it showed at the end of the day, I could run my fingers through it, roll it over. You can't make any mistakes. It's foolproof. Now, when he made that comment, the only person people would know about that demonstration would know about under the old company, under Digital and Crystal Screen Paint, which means if you were watching my videos from that far back, you guys are copying my work. Why would anyone watch the videos that far back? Again, we don't even make that technology anymore. I have no interest in it, but you guys would because you make great screen paint products. That's why. That's why. And pretty much the stuff he's speaking about painting the screen and this multi-system, whatever that nonsense, that's Goose Screen. Goose Screen started that. Except for Goose Screen, with their technology, it wasn't some built-in, some hyperactive freaking whatever nonsense he was talking about. Goose Screen was simple and plain. They had a primer you would apply. Then you had the actual screen paint, and then you had a finishing coat to protect it. That's all it was. But it was no stacking multiple systems together. You're building a screen up. No, please. Show me the difference between the two if you don't do one of them right. You're building this system. If that's the case, and you're building a system, why don't you just call it Lego paint? What is this Lego paint? We're going to build a system. That's what we're going to do when I build it. Build it and put it together, yes. I'm going to build a system, I'm going to put it together, I'm going to build it. Sounds like Steve Austin, the $6 million man. Want to make it stronger, better than it ever was before. Which I find kind of interesting that the fact that, how is it possible that it's literally new paint and carries the same instruction as the old? Voila! We even had time to play around. I'm just playing around. We could have been painted the screen a long time ago, having some fun here. I really like the paint. There you go. And I didn't have to rip the whole entire wall, sit on the floor and paint it. Sorry, buddy. We're not going to mention your name, but you know what I'm talking about. There is no way in the world I could put a 4-coat application on this. You know how long would it take me to paint 3 screens in the house? Too long. Ain't that right, Taco? You agree with me 100%? I don't know. You know, I'm a cat. At the end of the day, I just want to chase stuff all day. I got you. I feel your pain as I feel it. All right, we got to wait for the screen to dry here because we got to drop the cables in order to turn that projector on. But while we're doing that, let's go check out what's going on in Taco's room. Taco! Taco, you like the acoustics in here? No question, okay. All right, come on, I'll get your foot caught in the door, buddy boy. We got to sweep down the hallway today. All is well in that area right there. Oh, yep. Let's go pop in the Taco's room. Taco de Nerio. He's got the stereo. I'm gonna come in here one day with you and chill. Watch your screen and chill. Yeah, I hear you. Look at him already. He know already. He know already from the door. The minute I grab the remote control, he knows his screen's about to come on. You know your TV's about to come on your screen. I keep calling it TV or far from a TV or projector. Hey, buddy, he's sitting there. I don't know why cats do that. I need to look that up. Why do you guys do that? Can't be sharpening your claws. That would be sharpening your claws over there. Actually, the back scracker is good for their back too. That's why you get a taller one. I got a last one. We had a shorter one for his height, but you're supposed to get them to their height because, not to the height, but when they scratch, it's good for stretching their back out when they claw with the claws and everything. I research everything about my cat, man. Everything. Look how beautiful that looks. You like that, don't you? You like you like that? I'm telling you, this gunmetal black 38 is crazy. Beautiful. And Taco's room is a max out room anyway. But you want to watch? You want to watch your channel? Oh, what you got this? Let me see for a minute. Let me touch your screen for a minute. Oh, you're still. You're still a little wet, buddy. You are definitely still a little wet. So we'll let you dry a little bit more, okay? All right. All right. Calm down. Calm down. Don't touch the screen. I got your hook up. I'm gonna come back and we'll dry it. But at least we know you're activating. You're good. This screen's a little too wet. We're gonna open up some of these windows in here. It's a little too wet. There you go. I'm gonna open up that window for you right there, okay? Meow? 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 It'll be back on. We'll get you back on. I gotta find your projector mount anyway. I gotta order your projector mount so we can get rid of that goofy bookcase. All right, so you see it works. No problem at all in there, but we gotta wait till it's a little too wet right now. What's that sound? Oh, okay. All right, what the frick is that noise coming from? And it's coming from the waterfall. So while I'm waiting for their room to dry, this gives me some opportunity to play some Pac-Man. Pac-Man! Ah. Man. Here we go. While waiting for the screens to dry, so I want to do something with that ultra short throw. I'm gonna go play me some Pac-Man. Right, Bandite. The Bandite. See, that's the beautiful thing about our technology. No dark environments. Why the heck would I be sitting in the dark? Got portrait mode over here, 80 inches. I forget what size this is. I think it's around over 80 or 90. You gotta measure it. I'm gonna do a little Pac-Man with the top of the screen dry. Let me see. Let's do this one right here. Oh, I'm sitting there staring at the window. Oh, I thought we were gonna get around that. Got too greedy. Once I get one shot, this is right here. What you thinking? Right behind me. No. Oh, I missed the extra. Mother George. Oh well, who cares, right? Mother George. Oh, sneaky monster. I gotta concentrate here. Use the ghost. Come on. Ah ha ha! Yes! Got you. Alright, that was fun. Oh. New record. And I'm sitting there staring out the window. That was fun. sure I miss any spots, people. Now, if you get any edges that bleed out a little bit, like this right here, areas like that, very easy to fix. Take your frog tape, you put it on the inside of your screen, and you take your white paint and you go right over top of it, give it a nice trim. Because you're gonna get some bleed out from time to time. So how you fix that, take your frog tape, put it in the inside of your screen, right here and here, and then you go over top of it with some white paint and you trim it out real nice. That's it. Easy fix. That's all.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6, with our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera yet. It truly sees you, not a blurry face. It makes motion silky smooth. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with magic eraser. Pixel 6 is the highest rated phone for security. And it's 24-hour adaptive battery sent to cover precisely where you need
What is this? Where is this light on my screen? Where are you at?
Painters.
No.
Understand it.
No.
Pixel 6 even
No. You crazy cat, you. How dare you? Ouch. How dare you, you crazy cat, you. You crazy cat. This is bad. This is supposed to be a professional video. Look, people, this is who I am at the end of the day, okay? I'm not gonna get on camera and be fake. This guy on channel 6, I know that's not his real voice at the end of the day. That's got to be his recorder voice. But I can't do that. These are different videos from everybody else's. I don't come on here and do the whole and that put my own self to sleep. So yes, in videos you will see me do stuff like eat a bowl of cereal, clean my floor, or basically feed my cat, or basically sing to my cat. Yeah. This is just who I am. I don't try to be fake on camera. We keep it real over here. I went that wrong. Woo! What's up, Taco? What you doing? You have to go out, my boy. This screen's going to be popping off in a few minutes. We'll get this one dried real quick, so we can basically put the cables in, hang everything down, hook it up, put it on. This is all for relaxation. Relaxation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, once we get all this painted, where it needs to be painted at, and we got to get more white paint to get this finished. And Mr. Bird has been, I have projects coming up. Anyway, we're going to get it done. So we're going to take all that wire and cable. We're going to tuck that in right here, hide it all right nice. We're going to take our wires for our speakers, hide that in real nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build a nice little, like, I don't know, like a back here and here. So we can install speakers in that. So that way when I lay down on my couch, I can hear that relaxation sound of AMSR playing through my sofa. And that's how we're going to hook it up. That's why I don't want an air conditioner in there, because I want the air conditioner here on the floor, so that way I can have the window light coming in, window light coming in over here and over here. It'll be nice and relaxed. Being stress-free. Well, actually the house is a stress-free environment, but I still need another area to be to shut down. And I want to get my Quest 2, which I like those right there. I'm going to get me another pair of those. I like those. And I'm going to basically have it right over the corner, so if I need to sink to the bottom of the ocean and just sit there and look at the tortoise and the fish, I can go there. You ever watch a VR? I think called AMSR? Oh my goodness. All right, look. I know it sounds weird, but I like basically, one of the ones I do like is basically for what's it called? Heart surgery. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, I kind of like the one for heart surgery. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to see too. and certain things. And they're not really, it's not real hard. Like they have a dummy there. That's how it's done at home. But it's pretty cool. But the eating, don't like the eating too much. I can't do it. A few of my friends, I forgot the name of it. That's a weird name to it. But anyway, a couple of my friends are into the whole eating and smacking. Nah. I can't get into that. But each his own. I don't judge them, to each his own. Actually, one of the ones I enjoy the most is watching people paint. There's an Asian woman that comes on and she just paints everything. The sanding, the painting, all that. Yeah, puts me right to sleep. Can we drop down in the front? Drop it in. No, drop it in the front of the car. Where's here? Come down this way. This way. Okay. That should work. Now, $100 million question is, do we have the ropes up here for this particular projector? The chances are, no. No, we do not. This is going to make this fun today, people. You know why? Because this remote control is not marked. Which means it blends into the rest of my remote controls and I don't even know where they're at. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so we have a dial. Oh, wait a minute. This thing has shift mode on it. I can shift where I want it to go. I don't know if I'm going to. Let me see. I need to go over to. We have shifting on here. Understand. Where's the shifting? Actually, we don't do something like that. We don't know. No, I need my menu, please. Okay, let's see. Color. We have expert ratio control. I'm definitely not sure for that. There's a dial on that thing to be to move it from side to side. And we're not going to hunt down the remote control. Why? The remote control. There, gather all the remote control. All right. Which one is it? One of these goes to the ceiling. One of these has to go here. Has to. I can't think of any of the remote control. Wait a minute. We have them up here. Dang, man, wait, come over. fire stick was right there on top of the speakers. You can't see them, can you? They're right there on top of the speakers. Right there. Right there. Alright, let's see what we gotta do here. Over here, go back to need the positioning. So the positioning here, it should be in keystone, to tell you the truth, honestly. Aspect ratio, keystone, image shift, okay. That's an image shift. We're all the way over that one. Okay, not a problem. I guess we're gonna have to adjust it from here. Where is it, by the way? This chair's gonna kill me one day, I swear. Way up there, wow. All right, so we're gonna have to adjust the image shift from way up top. So we're gonna have, there we go. Where's the roller at? I'm gonna have to get right on the edge of that wall, literally right on the edge of it. Because where it's coming in at, I can't shift it anymore over, so I'm gonna have to get right on the edge of it. And we'll trim that out later on. We're still a little wet. Around. Definitely around. Alright, we clicked on that video. What's going on here? Okay, come on, Alexis. Let's get it together now. We got things to do. Cat trump, tropical fish. I need to figure out this ad. There we go, here's right in the window. That's a fine place to put tape. Sit in the window. There we go. My Alexis here to listen to me, and she doesn't want to listen. She's having a fit. Let's Try her again. Cat trumpet. Tropical fish. Okay, you kind of said that a few minutes ago, and you're still not doing it. Okay. She is finally listening. Screen's still wet, so drying. As it dries, it gets brighter. It's finished. Oh, got a headphone. So in this room, we're gonna have all ultra short throw projectors. In this environment right here, this is what we're gonna be using. We have ultra short throw projector we're going to be using for the big screen here. And I need to get another one of those right there for the floor. That's taken care of. Alright people, well that's basically about it because I actually went through a lot of time here. Wasn't expected to be on this long, but we had painted in a couple of screens, might as well. So I had to still do the comparison with the new product versus the 38 Black Widow because like I said, we made it darker. So let's see what the reaction is going to be. So I'm going to get something to eat, sit down and relax a little bit, and I'll be back on later on. All right, with that being said, be safe out there and God bless.